Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching, wait, let me start over. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ania. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Hit the subscribe button and all of that. And you are watching Delusional Ink TV. I'm trying to get better at doing my intros, so don't mind it right now. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be going over all of my tattoos that I ever got, and the meaning behind them, stories behind them, and whatever, you know. So I want to say, I actually didn't count. Let me count real quick how many tattoos I got real quick. All right, so I just counted. I have 16 tattoos in total. So I'm gonna be going over each one. Most of them I did myself. I mean, like, I want to say it's a good balance of different artists. So let's get right into the video. All right, so for my first tattoo, this is the first tattoo that I ever got. Is this one right here, my wrist tattoo. It says Pisces, of course. I guess I could stand up, but I don't like standing up. I'm an old lady for real. That is my first tattoo. The Pisces tattoo. I'm gonna put a picture of it. But I got that was my first tattoo. I got that when I got this when I was 16 at Red Octopus, the joint right up the street from me. And how much did they charge me? I want to say this was $40. Yeah, this was $40. At the time, it's so funny because at the time I was like, that's a lot for this little ass tattoo. But now that I'm a tattoo artist, like, this is a good price, $40. And then because that was their minimum or whoever, like, I don't know, I don't even remember the dude that, like, his name or nothing or whatever part, because it's a, you know, regular tattoo, first starter tattoo, whatever. But yeah, I thought that was a lot of money at the time, and it wasn't. $40. So yeah, I was 16. I remember that because I have two older sisters. My older sister, she got her first tattoo at a tattoo party, and when she was 16, so my mother kind of just went with that. I mean, based like the age of, you know, the rest of her kids to get tattoos off of that. So I got either 15 or 16, because when I was 15, that's when I got my first piercing, which was like my eyebrow, I think. Yeah, I had my eyebrow piercing in 9th grade, because then I went to Red Octopus for that too. And then I pierced my nose myself in 10th grade. In the middle of class with a fucking sewing needle, like the hair needle, the curved sewing hair needle that she used to, the track needle. That shit was stuck in my nose, like. So I ended up, I mean, we had to push, not that one through, it took it out, I pushed another one through, and then the rest is history. I actually got this joint re-pierced a couple times too, just over the years. So that's just a little fun fact about my piercing. All right, so my second tattoo is this one right here. My Arabic tattoo. This was $80. I got this at Red Octopus, the same one, when I turned 18, fresh out of high school. I was pressed to do something without having to ask my parents' permission, so this was that. I love Arabic. I don't speak Arabic, but I just love the how the letters look, so that's what I got. And I don't know if y'all can read Arabic, I want y'all to leave in the comments, like, what does this say? Dick. So what it's supposed to say is never stop dreaming. But I asked somebody, like an Arabic person I ran into, I was like, can you read? I asked everybody that speaks Arabic what it says, so I can like base it like off that. Cause I did this, I translated off of Google, so I don't really know what it means. But so the Arabic person I asked though, he said it means don't stop ever, which is still like the same meaning, and it's honestly like That's something that I live by. Like, anytime shit get hard, I don't stop. Yeah, I might bend, but I won't ever break. I might have my breakdowns, but life goes on, and you know, you just gotta keep moving, keep rolling with the punches, keep working towards whatever you're working towards. So that is where I got my second tattoo on my body ever. All right, so for my third tattoo, it is this. Can you see? Can you see it? This crown on my back. This is my third tattoo. I turned my necklace around my back. But yeah, this is my third tattoo. My crown on my back, and that is the tattoo that my friend I went to school with, the boy that set my TV up and all that, we did a couple tat for tats before. He did that. And like I said, I took, like, in one of my other videos, I was trying to go to the girl. Oh shit, I forgot about this joint. I definitely fucking forgot. So I have, what did I say, 16? I have 17 tattoos. Did I say 14? I don't even know. I have one more than how many ever I just said of tattoos I have. Because I asked the girl that did this tattoo to do the crown on my back, but like I said, she never responded. So I went to my man, and he looked out, and that was like for my birthday tattoo. I think, how much did he charge? I think he charged me $30, which this was 40. This is $40, and he charged me $30 for my crown, so that was cool. One of my favorite tattoos. This was probably, at the time, clearly because I only had words, this was my most painful tattoo because of the area it's in, and just the detail. He went over the tattoo like 3 times just to make, you know. So I was like, I'm dying, but it's okay, yeah. And I appreciate him. I'm gonna put his ding ding Instagram right here too, so if y'all want to check out his work, y'all can do that. Okay, so the next tattoo, my 4th tattoo, is, so I count the way, because this is like part of we going to my sleeve now. So the way I do my the way I count my tattoos is like whatever tattoo I did at the time, because I didn't just do this all in one setting. So I count this as 4, 5, and 6, my roses. So this was my 4th tattoo, this heart. Hey, this heart with the colors and stuff. I might have a picture of like what how the process or whatever, so I'm gonna attach those as well. I started off with just the outline of this heart. You know, I was practicing. That's when I first got my kit. So this was actually like my first complete tattoo on myself. This was actually my first tattoo on myself, which it was actually a heart. It just faded. I literally had somebody else go back over it too, because I thought I messed it up, but it still faded. Finger tattoos fade just because you use your hands. You work with your hands, you use your hands a lot, you wash your hands, so it's gonna fade easily. It's gonna fade more than any other tattoo on your body, if that makes sense. Feet too, just because I guess you wash your feet, like your ankles and stuff, it's always touching water in the shower, you know, things like that. So this joint faded. So I don't really even count this tattoo, it's just like a little beauty mark. But so yeah, 4. So I started the heart with the outline, and then I added the color. I always tell people I did this color because I really did, but the girl, like I said, the girl that I asked to do my crown tattoo, she was like, after she seen like I had clients and stuff, a lot of clients, like that's when she started like hitting me back or whatever, because like I said, she do tattoos as well, but she started first. So I felt like that was kind of the reason why. I don't know, maybe she just was busy or whatever, but like it seemed like once I started tattoo, like she would offer to do my tattoo. So she offered to do the color, even though I literally said I was trying to do the color. Me being the person that I am, I'm like, I literally was like, I want to do the color. She just kept pressing the situation. I'm like, fuck it, you want to do the shit for free, go ahead. Like, that's just how I am, like, you know, whatever. And also because I'm like, I don't mind sharing my spotlight with you type shit, because I'm gonna get it regardless. Like, I'll share my spotlight with you if you need that, if you need some clientele, or if you need like people to see that you serious about it. I don't know, like, because people tend to like, I don't know. I just trying to be a helping hand, whatever. So I let her do this shit, And it came out good, but I still tell people I did this shit myself, the color myself, because I didn't like how she started acting after that. So that's just the real tea to that story. Okay. So, but after that, this 4, 5, I did this joint. This tattoo. This is when we had our fucking Halloween tattoo party. So, and nobody really came to get no tattoo, so I just did my own fucking tattoo. And the people that did come, like, that's why I say everything is a learning experience. The people that came to the party or whatever, like, the whole kill was we was hosting this tattoo party. This is we had this shit here in my studio, at my house, whatever, in my basement, like. So, and the girl who did this tattoo I'm talking about, like, she, you know, I asked her to do it with me, like, cause I'm like, you do tattoos, this is like a promo thing, you know. Nobody knew, like, of us type shit. So it was like I was building my brand. You see what I'm saying? I was building, like, making connections, making networking and all that. So that's how I was looking at the shit. But where the problem came in, this is just a side note story. Problem came in was we was charging like $10 to get in, which is honestly not a bad idea. If I was like in a different, if I was at a different level, or if we was at different levels, $10 entry fee, okay. But my whole thing was like we was new. She the one who kind of suggested the $10 entry fee, but I'm like, okay, that's cool with me, because these people come to my house, so I don't really care. Y'all gonna pay. The people that actually came didn't even pay, because some of them was her friends, and the people, like, the nigga I was dealing with at the time, he came with like some people that he was fucking with or whatever, and they ended up leaving because I told them I was drunk, because nobody came for a long time, so I was getting lit. Like, after, you know, we did our tattoos, I was drinking, so I'm like, fuck you, turn up. They come all late. I was like, yeah, $10. Oh, matter of fact, I didn't even say that. The girl, I can say the girl. Let me give her a name. I'm gonna call her, what's a good name? I'm gonna call her Alize. Alize, she fucking told them, you know, it's $10 entry fee, you gotta whatever. Me being drunk and not paying is like, I'm like, hey, y'all, I didn't even hear her say that. Like, they had actually, like, they left and told me, it was like, oh yeah, it's $10. I'm like, oh, y'all could have just came in. I didn't even hear her say that, because she let her people come in for free too. Like, how you gonna, but at the end of the day, I don't really care, because I ain't really fuck with them people like that. So that was all. So just this tattoo was done at the and we actually did a part two to that. I think I did a tattoo at each party, just one tattoo each, like, both of us. I looked at that like as a learning experience, as like an experience in itself. Like, that was my first tattoo party ever, so I wasn't like ashamed of not having a lot of people or whatever. Like, I don't never look at shit like that. Like, once you start clowning people for shit that you don't understand, you be the one that looks stupid in the end. So yeah. And then what I say, 4, 5, 6. Then it was my roses. Same with the roses. I did the outline first, and then I did the color. This was really to cover up my scar right here. Here's good. Can I see that? Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it covered it up a little bit. It's still a little. I had cut myself with glass. I didn't like slit my arm or nothing, but I punched the window and it cut me. So I was like, that was just fucking yeah. So I just wanted to get that covered up, and that was my 6th tattoo. So number 6, number 7, my 7th tattoo. Which one was it? I don't remember the orders after, like, my sleeve. So I'm gonna just finish my sleeve. The funny thing I was about to say about this joint, because somebody asked me about my tattoos. He asked me about my Medusa tattoo. I got this when I was in the shop out Gaithersburg, that I got fake fired from. I keep saying, like I said, the nigga offered to do my tattoo for free. I said, sure, why not? I said, once again, I'm willing to pay for it, but he still offered to do it for free. So I was pressed to get my little Medusa tattoo. So somebody asked me about my Medusa tattoo, and they was like, why did you get that tattoo or whatever? Like, what does that mean to you? So I just said I liked the I liked her story. If y'all don't know Medusa's backstory, I'm gonna just try to keep it short. So I think it was the goddess Athena, which I forgot what she's the goddess of. She had put a spell on Medusa. Medusa was actually like a very beautiful like goddess or something like that. She was a very, very, very beautiful woman, and she ended up getting raped by Poseidon, I want to say. Either Poseidon or Zeus, but I want to say it was Poseidon, which is the god of the sea, god of water or whatever. So she ended up getting raped by him, and then because of that, Athena, she put a spell on Medusa that went like turned her hair into snakes. She had beautiful hair, turned all her hair into snakes, and that was like, and when the snakes when you look at her, you turn into stone, so nobody would ever look at her again, pretty much. So I just really, 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 really like her story, and I feel like a lot of women, a lot of young girls can relate to that in some type of way. So I just liked it, and that's what made me get the tattoo. Then I said I got a mermaid on my thigh too, and the dude I was talking to, he said, and it's so funny because I don't be thinking that everybody, like, not everybody knows the story behind these creatures and shit. So when I said I had a mermaid, he was like looking at me crazy. I was like, what? Like, he was like, so you got a Medusa and a mermaid? He was like, he was like, don't mermaids like trap sailormen? Didn't they used to like sing? Because they call mermaids sirens. Sirens are people that have beautiful, like most mermaids, but mermaids are known to have beautiful voices and like real mysterious like voices. So they use like mermaids, if you look up like mermaid legends and shit, like they used to use their voice to seduce men, like sailor men, and then eat them alive. So I just thought that was tight. Like, it was funny. And I thought it was funny because I'm like, I know the meaning behind my tattoos, and I say this all the time. Like, I hate niggas and I hate men, like, leaving it, like, y'all just get on my nerves. But like, I never realized that my tattoos really spoke that. So it was just funny. All right, so this right here, this is, I'm gonna just say that's my 7th tattoo. And I did that when the fuck did I get this? I did this myself, and this is one of my worst, like, painful tattoos, because when I did it, this is like one of my first tattoos again. When I didn't use any glide, so that means I didn't put any Aquaphor or Vaseline on it, like, as I was doing the tattoo to smooth the surface, so the needle could go and smooth it. So bitch, that shit felt like just a dry needle. It was literally just a dry needle, or needle with the ink, going on my skin, and that shit just was burning so fucking bad, and it hurt so bad. So I never I actually tried to go back over it one time, but the pain, it was just unbearable for me. So I just haven't touched this joint back up in a minute. So with this, all right, I'm not gonna, y'all can't see the whole thing because it go all up to my cooch, but this is my mermaid tattoo. I did the mermaid myself. So my Pisces and mermaid. So I did that. That is what, I don't know. We're not even coming no more. But I have this mermaid tattoo, and then the boy, another person, where did I even meet him? I'll touch his Instagram right here, but he did my roses right here. So I met him, like, the crazy part is I've been following his tattoo page, so I knew who he was. I just never knew who he looked like, what he looked like. I knew his work before I knew what his face looked like. So when I was working at Dave & Buster's bartending, him and his, like, people came up there, and they was just like, you know, I was looking out for them. They look like, I'm not like I said, I didn't know, never knew what his face looked like or nothing. I just knew his work. They look like they had money or something, like, because they had like a lot of tattoos and all that. But anybody, like, I was just, you know, friendly or whatever. And the funny part is, I see not even him, his friend or his man that was sitting next to him, I seen his tattoo. And I do this with everybody, like anybody that come as a guest or whatever. I start talking about their tattoos, like, oh, I like your tattoo. So that's what I said, because it was like a Joker tattoo. And I was like, oh, I like that. I did it. I mean, I said I did it. I said, I like that, or whatever. And the funny part, this is just so many coincidences. The tattoo, like I said, the tattoo itself, because it was a Joker tattoo, it looked familiar. So that's another reason why I was like, oh, I like that tattoo. And I think I asked him who did it. I was like, who did it? And he pointed right next to him. I was like, oh, you did that? He was like, yeah. I think I asked him what his Instagram. Mind you, they drunk, because I've been drinking. I was making their drinks, pouring their shots and all that. So they was lit. So I'm like, oh yeah, you do tattoos, what's your Instagram? I guess we exchanged information. And he was already talking about like, oh yeah, I'll do your tattoo. I told him I do tattoos as well. I don't know if he knew of because people like to act like they don't know who I am or don't know my name. Because the thing is, like, he literally used to follow me on Instagram before I ran into him that day. So when I exchanged information with him, like, he wasn't following me no more. So I thought that was weird, but I was just like, whatever. He said he wanted to do my tattoo for free. Go ahead. So yeah, so we exchanged, you know, Instagram information. And he was like, yeah, just let me, you know, hit me up. I'll do your tattoo for free. I'm like, okay, cool. And you like this, when people ask to do your tattoo for free, that's really for promo. Like, cause you know, if somebody see this shit on me, they're like, oh yeah, and now they're willing to pay that. So like I was open with that too, but I'm also always willing to pay for my tattoos as well. Like, just if you're the first person to offer to do a free tattoo on me, I'm going to take it, because I like tattoos. Like, I just like getting tattoos. But anyways, yeah, so we took each other information or whatever, followed each other, because I was already following him, so he followed me back, I guess, again. And then they ended up leaving. He gave me like a $50 tip. Like, I made some good money that night. But so after, oh no, I think I was still working at Dave and Buster's, but I finally took him up on his offer to go get a tattoo, and you know, I got it, and I really love it. So but all right, so I did my thigh, I did all my legs. Oh, I didn't do all my legs, but yeah, so I already told y'all the Medusa. Then these two I also did when I was in the shop. Kind of just did this little love joint and this because I was bored, you know, like I said, I just needed something to post, you know, when it's not always like super busy days and shit. So like I just occupy myself by doing that. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's all my arm tattoos, I believe. Oh, face tattoos. Y'all know this joint, my butterfly. I'm gonna attach his Instagram that did this joint too. And then my music notes is the same boy that did the crown on my back. Okay, so I had two last. I'm gonna just put like a picture right here or something. So my last tattoos are both on my ankle. I had the 1967 is the year my mother was born, so I have that. And then the 444 is actually a cover up. It's a cover up. I ain't get nobody name tattooed on me, but I got a freaking $sign, because that's what the fuck they used to call this boy. And I don't know why I did this. So I just fucking covered it up. I don't want none of that on me, but I was going through a lot. Okay, don't judge me. That's why I'm glad I ain't put his whole name, but yeah. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank y'all for tuning in. Give me some like more suggestions of anything like that. I mean, if there's anything that y'all want me to talk about, I should start, where's the camera? Where's the camera? I need to start looking right here. So I would say like give me some ideas of anything that that y'all want me to talk about or do like a video of, as far as tattoo wise. Like I'll put it under, you know, the DelusionalInkTV channel and brand or whatever. Anything else that has to do with like music and stuff, because like I said, I've been working on a lot. I've been working on my music, I've been working on bartending, so that's gonna be like on a completely different thing type shit. So I just can't wait, y'all. Like, thank you to all of my supporters, everybody that believes in me. I appreciate y'all so much, like so much. The wait is almost over, I promise you. I promise you that. So yeah, till next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you can be notified when I make a new post. And that is it. See y'all.